So you've obviously mentioned about the vitamins and minerals, and there's a popular company at the moment which have been getting some stick to having high lead levels in their supplement. Could you say how that maybe come about, how that was, and sort of some of the negative impacts of that, and also sort of the health implications for having high lead?
Sure. So whenever you use something like either a greens powder or a fruit powder, anything that's grown out of the ground or in soil, it's very difficult to remove a lot of the heavy metals from that. So those are the most notorious. Those and actually cocoa powders are naturally pretty high in heavy metals. The issue with heavy metals is it's pretty easy to get heavy metal toxicity, and it can make you anemic. So which impacts pretty much everything you're breathing. And then at more extreme levels, you can get very sick from it, beyond just like upset stomach. So the best way to avoid it is to use more pure ingredients. And again, the larger the mix of different fruit powders and things like that, the higher your chance of being exposed to something like that.
So obviously everything you just mentioned there is one of the main reasons, again, why we don't have it in our product and why it is a lot smaller, because we don't have that filler content. How does someone, like people who've got a supplement now, how can they know whether it's safe or not? What are some of the key things they should be looking out for?
The only surefire way to know is to have your product third-party tested for those heavy metals, which is lead, cadmium, and so a company should be doing that themselves. There's no really way to tell by the label other than seeing the presence of those, fruit and vegetable extracts, that there's a possibility of it. But again, the only way you can actually know is from third-party testing. So we third-party test to check those levels and make sure that they are totally within normal ranges. But any consumer should be able to reach out to the company and ask and have them produce the lab work and analytical testing to prove that they don't have dangerous levels of heavy metals.
Someone actually emailed us the other day mentioning that, and I just went, boom, here's the PDF. And I was like, because again, like the more and more people, especially like as the gaming industry expands and there's going to be more supplement companies coming into the gaming industry, people are just going to take more and more and more. Again, especially the more money that gets into esports. Again, it is a sport, and the prize money, as we see in these competitions, are going up and up and up. So we know that people are going to be trying to get that sort of that tiny little bit advantage over their competitor, because that could be prize money versus no prize money, or actually having a salaried position than not having a salaried position.
Yeah, I think the more you do things right from the start, the less you have to worry about. So
and you can sleep at night.
Exactly. And not have heavy metal toxicity. You can breathe at night too.
Yes, breathe as well. Okay, perfect. Thanks for that, Ben, and we'll be back soon.